The Koan reads, Moku Jan was never known to smile until his last day on earth. When his time came to pass away, he said to his faithful ones, "You have studied under me for more than 10 years. Show me your real interpretation of Zen. Whoever expresses this most clearly will be my successor and receive my robe and bowl." Everyone watched Mokugen's severe face, but no one answered. Enko, a disciple who had been with his teacher for a long time, moved near the bedside. He pushed forward the medicine cup a few inches. This was his answer to the command. The teacher's face became even more severe. "Is that all you understand?" Enko reached out and moved the cup back again. A beautiful smile broke over the features of Mokugen. "You rascal," he told Enko. "You worked with me 10 years and have not yet seen my whole body. Take the robe and bowl. They belong to you."
No koan is ever complex. If you face problems reading a koan, it is because you are tangled in your own knots. There is nothing complicated or naughty about a koan. Koan is saying something very simple. So, what does the teacher demand? He says, "Show me your real interpretation of Zen. Whoever expresses this most clearly will be my successor and receive my robe," etc. Right. You have studied under me for 10 years, now I am passing away. Show me what you have understood. If you can express it clearly, then you shall have my position, my robe. What does Enko do? The teacher is sick. The teacher is on the bed, actually on the deathbed. He is about to leave. The body is about to die. So he says, "Show me what is Zen." The student comes forward and pushes the medicine cup to the teacher. And the teacher does not quite like it. What is happening? The medicine cup represents support. The medicine cup represents support. So the first gesture of the student says, Zen offers support to the needy. Zen offers support to the needy, medicine to the sick. Zen is like treatment to the wounded. Zen is healing to the patient. But if Zen were only this much, then the teacher would be severely disappointed for 2 reasons. We must understand the reasons very clearly. First reason is, if you offer support to someone and let the support remain with that person, Just as when the cup is pushed from one position to the other position, the cup remains at the second position. Then the person becomes accustomed to the support. And that is worse than feeling supportless, helpless. If the patient is helpless, he at least knows that there is something wrong that needs redressal. But if you offer him support and let the support remain, then even the need to change, improve, search, dissolve is no more there. It is a worse condition. Therefore, the Koan expresses that very precisely by saying that the teacher's face became even more severe. Read this line as being analogous to the patient became even more critical. The case, the sickness became even more severe. Bad enough that one requires support. Worse if one is offered support. So with an unimpressed and severe face, the teacher says, "Is this what you mean by Zen, Enko?" And Enko says, "No sir, I have been an able student." And the medicine cup is pulled back. That brings us to the second problem associated with pushing the medicine cup forward. One is that supports are dangerous. The second is that physical medicine can anyway help only a physical being. If medicine is all that you have to offer to a person, then you are surely treating that person as merely a body. If for someone's illness all you have is a cup of medicine, then who is that person to you? Merely a body. When the cup is pulled back, withdrawn, then the teacher smiles. He says, "Now you have shown what Zen is." Zen is a withdrawal rather than a involvement. Even if involvement appears to be there for a while, it is the withdrawal that is eternal and final. In the process of withdrawal, in the process of disengagement, there might be a need for a temporary engagement. But that engagement is just that only, temporary, nothing more than that. Slide the cup forward if needed, but the journey of the cup should continue till the cup is again distant from the patient. And then there should be a full stop. When the cup is distant from the patient, then the patient is healthy. The patient does not need the cup anymore. And that is the natural state. The patient is all right. The cup has to be withdrawn. So Zen involves many kinds of practices. But ultimately, the purpose of Zen is the withdrawal of all kinds of practices. If you are still dependent on any kind of method or practice or routine, then your Zen is still not complete. And the teacher says, see, he has been with me for long, but still he has not seen my whole body. That's a compliment. With that compliment comes the robe of the teacher. What he is actually saying is that in spite of being with me for 10 years, he still does not consider me fully as a body. With a common man, usually the opposite will happen. When the guru is distant, when the teacher is distant, for you the teacher would be a hallowed presence. An unknowable light. You would probably not visualize the teacher as merely a form and a body. But when you start coming close to the teacher, start living in the vicinity of the teacher, just as Enko was living with Moku Jan, when you start spending time with the teacher, then the body form of the teacher starts becoming too heavy, too important, too meaningful for you. You start seeing the teacher merely as a body. And Moku Jan is delighted that in spite of spending 10 years with him, Enko, the worthy student, is still not taking him fully to be a body. Obviously, the body of the teacher is there. Obviously, from the mouth, the words are uttered. Obviously, the student is talking to the body of the teacher and standing near the body. But the student is also realizing that the teacher is beyond the body, and that is sufficient. The body is a fact. The light is the truth. Both have to be appreciated. It is nobody's case. It is nobody's argument that the teacher is not the body. If the teacher were not the body, then he would not be useful to you at all. How would he then address other bodies? How would he then speak in a human language? So obviously the teacher is a body. No quarrels with that. No denials. But kindly do not consider him only to be a body. That beyondness can be expressed variously, it's your choice. Beyond the body, you want to call him merely a presence or light or spirit, whatever you want to. It's enough that you say that yes, I have seen the body, but not everything. That is Moku Jan's intention when he says, 10 years. And he has still left some part of me unseen. Which part of Mokugen has been left unseen by the student? That part which is unseeable. That part which is anyway inaccessible to the senses and the mind. No ordinary man does that. For him, nothing except the world exists and nothing except knowledge exists, because all that which is worldly is the rightful subject matter of knowledge. Moku Jan is so pleased. He is saying, my son, my disciple knows something beyond knowledge as well. Knowing something beyond knowledge is Zen. And to know something beyond knowledge, you must be able to quietly withdraw from knowledge when needed. Are you getting it? Enko surely deserves the teacher's compliments, the teacher's smile, and the teacher's robe. The teacher is sick. Enko pushes the medicine. Enko pulls back the cup. If you are seeing the teacher merely as a body, why would he withdraw the medicine? For the body, the medicine is important. But he is seeing very clearly that the teacher is also somebody who can never fall sick. In the East, the truth has been called as anamaya or niramaya. That which can never fall sick, that which no sickness can ever touch. Mokugen is pointing towards the same thing, that which no sickness can ever touch. Even when you are besides a sick teacher, remember that the teacher is not actually sick. Even when you, due to the practical necessities of language and situation, have to address the teacher as a body, remember very clearly in that very instance that the teacher is not merely the body. If you have to tell the teacher you must be tired, see whether it is possible for you to rather say, sir, your body must be tired. Because if the teacher is really a teacher, then you are acting quite foolish by addressing him as a body. What are you telling him? You are the body that gets tired? And if he is the body that gets tired, what are you doing with him? He would be useless to you. How can a body help another body? Both are just dust and soil. Getting it? In India, there is the beautiful tradition of never saying that a realized one has died. Because if he really is a realized one, how can he die? So you either say that he is in Samadhi or you say that he is now Brahmalin. You do yourself a favor by addressing him thus. He hasn't died. He is just in his original state now. He is who he is and where he is. Just that the expression is no more accessible to us now. He hasn't died. We have come to our own limitation. You should not even say that he is there but he has stopped speaking. You should not even say that he was earlier Sakar, now he is Nirakar. How do you know that he is not sakar even now? Say that something happened to us. Instead of saying that he died at 8 p.m. on Wednesday, say that at 8 p.m. on Wednesday something happened to us, nothing happened to the teacher. We stopped accessing his sakar form. He didn't die. He remains what he is. He is unchangeable. What? The teacher? No, nothing happened to the teacher. Nothing happened to the teacher at all. He remains just as he is, he was and would be. Something happened to us at 8 p.m. on Wednesday. Since 8 p.m., we have been unable to log in. He hasn't gone anywhere. We have been unable to gain access to him. So if something bad has happened to somebody, who that somebody is? It's us. We have lost access. And if you have lost access, then surely you are having access only to the teacher's body. And that access is an ill access. It's no access at all. So India has had some very wise traditions. Even after the teacher is gone, the seat of teacher is worshipped as if the teacher is still there. In the Sikh tradition, even after the gurus are not bodily present, the ultimate guru, the final guru, the Adi Granth, is worshipped as the guru. And if you look at the heartfelt respect the Sikhs give to the Adi Granth, you will realize why those traditions are indeed very important. If you cannot respect the book as the guru, it means that you are taking the guru merely as a human body. Please understand this. If you look at the book and you say, oh, it is just a book, not a guru. Why is the book not a guru? Because the book does not have a human form, right? That's your argument. Then your argument rests on the assumption that the guru was a body. And that's such a dangerous assumption for you. So the 10th Guru said, now worship the book as the Guru. And that is your test. Are you getting it? Offer the medicine to the teacher. And offer the medicine to a commoner also. Offer it to both of them. But really, if you offer the medicine to a commoner and he still dies, it is a loss. The commoner was anyway nothing more than a body. And if he has died, then everything about him has died. So it's a big loss, is it not? When the body of a commoner dies, it is 100% death because the commoner was 100% just the body. So it is a big loss. But you offer the medicine to the guru. And the guru dies. It is not much of a loss. Weep more for the commoner, because there the loss is total. For the guru, there is no need to weep so much. The loss is only partial, very little. You should be able, in a very detached way, to withdraw the medicine from the Guru's body. Withdrawing the medicine from the Guru's body indicates the withdrawal of the student's mind from the Guru's body, and that's the most essential and beautiful thing needed. Please appreciate this. Withdrawal of medicine in a detached way from the Guru's body is a representative of withdrawal of the student's mind from the Guru's body, and that is always needed. See what kind of a teacher Moku Jan is. You offer him medicine and he is angry. You take away medicine and he is pleased. That's what the teacher wants from you. He does not want medicine for his body. He wants your enlightenment. When you offer him medicine, you display that you are a body treating the teacher as a body. And the teacher is displeased. The teacher says 2 hoots to the medicine. I don't want to live any further. With a student like you, who wants to live even a second more? And you have taken away the medicine from the teacher. And the teacher is saying, wonderful, now I can die peacefully. Take away the medicine. I can die peacefully because now I know that the student has gotten rid of his body identification. I am going now. All that ordinary students are able to offer ordinary teachers is worldly stuff, carnal delights, bodily things, and they think that they are doing much. So they will bring some sweets for the teacher, which is good, it's cute, but much more is needed. Much more is needed. What much more? Does not mean that you now have to bring a sweet shop to the teacher. Instead of a kg of sweets, now you are offering a quintal of sweets. A point must come when, like Enko, you should be able to withdraw the sweets and realize fully well that the teacher, who Moku Jan is, and the teacher that you too are, does not really need sweets. That is the best offering you can give to the teacher. Right? A long life is not what he needs. If the teacher is really a teacher, he lives for your realized life, not his own long life. By remaining in your darkness and parallelly trying to extend his life, you would only irritate him. You saw how Moku Jan frowned when offered medicine. Even after spending 10 years with me, you are still an idiot. And you are trying to give me 2 more months of life so that I continue to bear your idiocy. Are you helping me or traumatizing me? student is an idiot and the teacher has to tolerate this idiocy for 2 more months, is it service to the teacher or punishment to the teacher? The teacher would rather say, I am needed only as long as the student is still in ignorance. You come out of your ignorance and let me go. You emerge from your ignorance and let me go.